morning, good afternoon, a very good evening to you. Welcome everyone to this today's show. I am so excited to be here with an incredible guest who's all about turning your energy into your superpower. Cornelia Kawann. Cornelia Kawann is an electrical engineer, personal energy strategist, single mom, author, and a true force of nature. She helps busy women break free from feeling drained and step into magnetizing high energy field. Cornelia, thank you for your joining us. I can already feel the vibe lifting. Let's dive right in. Thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for having me, Dinesh. I'm very honored to join your show and bringing all my energy to you into this room for your audience.
Yeah, but that is why we say a big namaste to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Before I start, let me introduce this GST platform. Our GST platform stands on three strong pillars. They are speak, connect, and collaborate. It has an extensive collection of over 5,000 clips and more than hundreds of TEDx speakers talk. We have resources and experience to help showcase your expertise to a wider audience. We love to have you as a guest in our podcast show. Let me now introduce myself. I am Dinesh Desai, your GST member and today's host. As a podcaster, I love asking questions and sharing useful ideas. Through this podcast, I raise meaningful questions about your expertise, experiences, and life lessons so as to create engaging and life changing conversations. Together, we will uncover the tools, stories, and strategies that inspires and makes the environment much better and stronger. So nice of you for being with us, Cornelia, sorry,
All
Cornelia.
good, all good.
Thank you.
I
So
can
let
only
me jump
say
in.
I can only say
Please
content.
continue.
Sorry for interrupting, but I've been already speaking at Global Speakers Talk, and it's such an amazing experience, and I can only recommend it to sign up, stand up, and shine your light. And I'm so grateful that you're offering this amazing space.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let me jump to the questions. And Cornelia, you won't believe there are so many questions that our listeners have asked. I'm confused which one to ask and which one not to. But anyway, these are the few of the questions that I'm sure you will love to reply them. As I said, that Cornelia,
Now I'm curious which question is coming, and I'm quite sure your intuition is gonna pick the right ones.
okay, so you have described your past life as being stuck on a hamster wheel, mentally prioritizing endless tasks from the moment you woke up. So this is something very special. So Cornelia, can you please print a picture of what that felt like and share the moment that you realized you needed to break free? Stage is yours. Cornelia, please.
Thank you, Dinesh, for this actually very deep question, right? It's a very personal one, and as you said, from my background, I'm an electrical engineer. So I'm a scientist. I'm very rational, very, in my mind. And the energy industry, I don't know about how it is in Australia, but here in Europe, it's very male dominated. So as a woman in such a male dominated environment, I always had to, prove myself. I had to, be better, smarter, faster. And and this kind of was my whole past. I always had to show up and outperform others to even be noticed and seen. And that, of course, cost a lot of energy. And then, then I got married. I had my family, and I really thought, yeah, I could continue like this, like being a perfect mom, being a perfect manager in my executive job, being a perfect spouse, a perfect daughter. And then I had to realize I failed. I failed completely because I forgot the most important part in this equation, and this was myself. I didn't take care of myself at all. And so I got very sick. And when I realized that, in which situation I was, I just knew I had to change something in my life. And
Okay.
I didn't know what and I didn't know how, but I just knew I'm here in a dead end. I need to get out of here. And that's how my whole journey, or my shift in a way, started.
Oh, really? I bet so many of us relate that hamster wheel vibe. Thank you for sharing that. I am amazing how you went from that to becoming a personal energy strategist. Speaking of your journey, I am curious about your engineering background. You are an electrical engineer and turned personal energy strategist. What a fascinating leap. How did your engineering mindset help you to crack the code for the personal energy management? Please
Hmm.
reply.
Yeah, actually, you're right. This is a very good question because it was my engineering background that brought me out of this stuck situation, right? Because of course, then there is traditional medicine that outlined a process to get back on track again. But deep in my deep in my heart, I felt this is not the right way. It's not. It's only working on symptoms, but it's what's the real cause why I got into this situation, right? As an engineer, I want to know what's the cause, because it's so much more sustainable to work or eliminate or heal that and not working on any symptoms. So and as an engineer, I also know and that there are always more than one solution to a problem. So there are other solutions out there to my problem. I just had to find them. So I started in doing my research, listening to podcasts, reading books, researching the internet. There's so much information available. And, sooner or later, it was just a question, I ended up in quantum science. And this is made so much sense to me, because what's quantum science saying? It's actually our daily life. It just says everything we are around us, it's just energy and just has a frequency. And I said, wait a minute, I do know what frequencies are. I do know what energies are. I can handle that. And then I started digging into it, and I realized actually there are so many similarities between electric energy and our personal energy. And and it was so fascinating in a way to see, like, I don't know if you've heard about it, the energy crisis in 2022 in Europe, and And if you look at so many people in corporate world, having a burnout, it's just a signal. If you're running out of energy, you're having a problem. And because when you have a burnout, you just don't have enough energy to survive. And without electric energy, our social life just breaks down. And there are so many other things, there we have resistance in electric engineering, and we have our own resistance of doing things, looking at things. So I started noticing, and also like, if everything is just a frequency, like every virus, every belief, every thought, it's just a frequency. So it kind of made it so much easier to work with it, and I started experimenting. And then I noticed that there is a shift. I was different. I had so much more energy. People noticed, and they came to me and said, "Oh, what are you doing?" Right? And then I started showing them, and I saw what worked for me worked even better for others. And that's how my whole personal energy strategist business picked up, right? And people are kind of noticing that our time is just so limited, right? It's only 24 hours, it's linear, and we're cramping and managing this time. But I noticed it's so much more powerful if you manage your energy, because it's unlimited if you know how to recharge it. And you can use it. It makes you in a way do more in these 24 hours with a completely different attitude. That's I'm still doing both. I'm still in the corporate world, in the Swiss energy industry, and I'm doing my own business, because now I do have so much energy I can just do both.
Good. Oh, I love how you brought that problem solving spark to this management. It's like you rewired your life. You have said the energy is one of the most valuable currency, which is such a cool way to look at it. So please tell us that what's one surprising way you see a busy woman unknowingly spend their energy. For me, not only women, everyone, they just waste their energy. But please, you tell and guide us. How can they start saving the energy? Please.
um, if I reflect on this question, I
Yeah.
think
So
actually
what
there
I'm saying is most of the people, what they do is they waste their energy. They may be the women or men, whosoever. But you are the one who is not only saving the energy, but again you are magnifying. So please give us one way so that we can you can tell our listeners that how can they save the energy
Mhm.
instead
I
of
think
wasting it.
we all have our energy leaks, right? And I think for women, we were nowadays women, they have so many obligations, right? And they're
Mhm.
taking them on, like you wanna run your own business, or you have your job, you have your kids, you have your spouse, you have your community, your aging parents, right? And so from my point of view, women don't even have the choice to not manage their energy. And coming back to your questions, what are the main leaks? And it's exactly that. Most women, they're just all over the place, right? I was the same, right? You're doing so many things, uh, best of at the same time, right? And and then you really need to recharge your energy to make this happen. And what I learned from my own journey, and I see it in also so many clients, is that it's all about perfectionism. We we just don't want to get things done. They need to be perfect, right? And this drains so much energy. And it's not the perfectionism itself, but what stands behind it. And what I noticed is there is this big, huge belief: I'm not good enough. And that's why you always have to prove yourself, and it costs you so much energy, because of course we want to be good enough, and we want to be seen, and we want to be loved, right? That's our goal. And if you're spending all our energy to fulfill the expectations of others, this is draining our energy, because it's not really for us, and we are not doing it wholeheartedly, because we are doing it to get something from others. And that's the biggest energy leak.
Good, good. Wow. Now, Cornelia, you say that especially it's a great tip that you are giving. I am already rethinking of my own energy budget. Let's go back to your turning point because it sounds like a total game changer. You mentioned dissolving your energy drain in just 15 minutes. Dissolving your energy drain in just like 15 minutes. Please
Mm-hmm.
elaborate this and tell us how is it possible?
Oh, actually, it's quite easy, right? If you know what to do, it's always easy, right? So, well, I noticed most people today, we are all so busy. And so I thought I need to have something for myself, and also for all the other women, to have something that is fast and works in that moment. Because of course there are many tools you can use, like you can meditate or go for a walk. But honestly, when you're really stressed or when you're really busy, you need something in that moment. And then most of the time you don't feel like doing a meditation, or you just are too stressed or don't even have the time. So what I developed is these quick fixes, and this you can really, none of my exercises takes longer than 3 minutes. So the first thing, and this is kind of the to in a way have all the energy you need to get through your daily life. There are three things you just can do every morning, and it even doesn't even take 15 minutes, right? You're done in 9 minutes. And the first thing is, of course, we do it with our phone every day, right? When the battery goes down, we plug it in. why don't why don't you do it yourself, right? Just right in the morning, or even before you go to bed, right? Plug in your energy, recharge it. And there's so many exercises in my book, it doesn't take longer than 3 minutes. And you can even do it before you go into a meeting or whatever important things. You go to a restroom, do this exercise, and after 3 minutes, you walk out full of energy. And the second pillar, in a way, is set energetic boundaries, right? Because that's another problem. We get, people are coming and asking, can you do that for me? Can you stay longer at work? Can you finish that for me? Or my kids, mom, can you do that for me? But if you really have strong energetic boundaries, and you can set that in the morning, takes 2 minutes, people feel this energy buffer around you. And so they have to overcome it, and it's more difficult for them. So many people don't even ask. And this is the magic about it. You don't have to say no, because people, they just even they don't even ask. And that makes life so much simpler. And then the third thing pillar is, you know, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I'm an energy maniac. Is, we have this energy around us, right? Like any mobile phone, or like tablet or whatever, they have an electromagnetic field around them. So we are having this electromagnetic field around us because we are kind of a walking battery with our nervous system and the millivolts in our cells. So we are walking battery. And well, you know what? When you just imagine your body doesn't end here, but you have this 2 meter energy body around you. You stand at the cashier in the supermarket. You stand in the bus or public transport next to another person, or at a concert. What happens is that your energy is mingling with the energy of the person next to you. You just can't prevent that. It's just happening, right? It's like gas mixing. And so it can happen that you pick up thoughts or emotions from a different person you don't even know. And then in the evening, you take all these foreign energies with you into your bed. We are cleaning our body, right? We are taking showers, cleaning our teeth, but nobody is cleaning their energy body. And I can tell you, if you do that exercise in the evening before you go to bed, your sleep will be different because you're going into bed with your
Okay.
personal energy and not emotions and thoughts of other people. So these are the three pillars, and they are so easy to implement and make such a huge difference in your life. And these are kind of the short term things. And then, of course, I'm long-term goal is, or long-term, what I'm doing. We all have dreams. We have goals we want to reach, right? And this is an energy game as well. You can achieve small games with little energy, but if you really want a small goals, but if you want to have a big goal, you need more energy, and you need to be ready to hold that goal energetically. You need to be that person that can hold that goal. Otherwise, if you were or would already be that person, you would have already reached this goal. So it's also what I'm doing daily is to shift and let go things that are holding me back from reaching my goals. So these are the two things I'm doing every day.
Great. Perhaps that is the reason that you are succeeding in all the fields you are capturing. And I've come to know that you are riding on so many horses. You are good at your work, you are good at your business, you are good at your writing, you are good at your focusing on your family. So please give at least one tip that our listeners should get. What should they do early in the morning as soon as they get up? What would be your answer?
My answer in a way would be, as I already said before, is
Hmm?
to get up, clean your energy, recharge your energy, and set your energetic boundaries. And with that, after 9 minutes, then you will walk out your door and your day will look completely different. And that's what I'm really doing it. So in a way, what's really important is to have the energy, what you need to do for today, because the thing is, what I've noticed also with my clients, if you're not having a lot of energy, then your life seems repetitive. It's like you're doing every day the same, all days look the same, you have this long to-do list. But when you have more energy, you will notice immediately a difference, because all of the sudden you will see more opportunities and solutions to problems or whatever you need, because your system knows you have the energy to execute it, to make it happen. And that's why you're seeing these opportunities. And I think this is so empowering. And that's why all my clients perceive life so much easier, because, yes, there is life, there are challenges, there are things that come in between. But you know that you can handle it because you have the energy, you have the tools, and that makes you resilient and perceive life as easier.
Oh, great. That must be the reason. Perhaps that is the reason that I can see a different type of glow on your face. That's something really wonderful that at least you are practicing and you are a live example of what you are preaching. Beautiful. Well,
Thank you so much. You just
well,
made my day.
Cornelia, yes, no, it's proven evidence that you are. Yes. Well, you are the one who has got some mastermind program. Will you please tell us more about that program? What is that?
Okay. And my mastermind program, because of course, looking back when I was really sick and looking at me right now, it didn't happen overnight. I have to be honest with that. It's a transformation, it's a journey, and it also takes some time. and also some willingness to shift things and to look at certain things and to work on them. And that's why I provided this 4 months mastermind, because in 4 months you can already create a really transformation. And so my participants, they come with one goal they want to reach within 6 months, and then we work on all levels, because there is not one energy. And we have different energies. Like we have, I call it like the PEAMS model. So there are 5 layers in my energy world. So you have the physical energy, and of course this is the most fundamental one, because if you physically don't feel well, it's very difficult to really have a wonderful life. It's possible, but if you're physically well, life changes, right? And then we have the energetic layer, where we are, all our energy body and our chakras we are working on. And then there is the emotional level, because we are storing or we have stored so many emotions in our system. And then the mastermind is about freeing this emotion, everything that is holding you back. And then of course there's the mental level, where all our beliefs, our value system, everything we think, that's us, but it isn't, because it was, somebody told us it's how you have to behave or have to think. So we remove
Right.
those blocks keeping you from your goal. And the fifth level is actually, think, the most essential ones, and this is the spiritual
Mm,
energy. And many
yeah.
people now might think, oh, woo woo and whatever, but if you think about it, for me it is just knowing your why are you doing these things,
Mm,
do you want to achieve this goal, right? What's behind, because most of the time it's there is a reason behind it, and there's an emotion you want to feel, or you want to feel. Yeah, most of the time it's an emotion that is driving you. And what I've noticed, if you really know why you're here, why you're doing things, then you have this intrinsic power plant within you that is generating this enormous amount of energy, and then makes you get up every morning and makes you to accomplish this goal. And uh, and I think that's why it is so essential. So during the mastermind, it's about you come with a goal, we remove on all levels what's holding you back so you can achieve it. And one of my there are so many transformative journeys of my participants, but one is from a lady that really stands out to me, because she was very sick with long COVID. And so she was on sick leave, she couldn't work, and she was alone, she really felt miserable. And her goal was, she wanted to be healthy and live at a place she really wanted to live. She wanted to change countries. She wanted to move to a different country. So after
mm,
6 months, she was healthy. In between, she
mm,
went back to work. She figured out, this is nothing I want to continue. And so she met her new partner on an airplane. They were sitting next to each other. She moved to this country she wanted to move, because the partner she met was from this country. And now she set up her own business. And in the long run, it was about 8 months, and her whole life was transformed. She was a completely different person, and living at a completely different place with a new person. And that was so amazing for me.
oh, great. And I'm sure that because of your nature that you have to help, support, and guide the people, you must have made drastic difference in the lives of so many women. Please, can you give one example where you saw some unexpected result in one of your clients?
This the example I said before was definitely one of the transformations. But I can explain you also to make it better understand how it works. And this is that I can, through the quantum field, we are all connected energetically. So I could now connect in a way with your energy. You're there, and then if you have a problem, I can kind of download the information from your energy, what's the problem and how we can solve it, and then I can guide you through a process.
Mm.
So in a way, it's very individual, and I think the biggest shift in that happened just in one session. There was a lady that came to me with she was on the brink of her third burnout. So she tried so many things, nothing worked, and she was really desperate. And then she came to me, and we looked into her whole situation, and I figured out what was the root cause of her, because she had this. It was not even a limiting belief. It was more about she had this very strong driver that, in a way, said she's only appreciated or she's only loved when she is working hard. So she was continuously working, and when she was not sitting at her laptop, she felt really bad because she wanted to work, right? And so that's why, and after 1 hour, we shifted all the things, and we removed the root cause that came from the situation, one of the
Oh,
situations with her father when she was
oh,
very, very little. And then after
great.
this 1 hour, she just shut her laptop, and she said, you know what I'm doing right now? I go out for a walk. I feel so free. And she was really enjoying life. And then she, 2 weeks afterwards, she sent me a message, and because it was before Christmas, and she said, you know what? I feel kind of completely different person. I even lost 2 kilos, during Christmas with all these Christmas cookies. And yeah, her life changed completely. And this is something I can tell you hundreds of stories like this. It's this, as you mentioned it, it makes me so humble and grateful in a way that I can help people to completely switch their life and live it in a different way. And I think this is so beautiful about my work.
Oh, great. I'm really thankful to you. You are transparent, you are open, you are so simple. I have got so many questions to ask, but the time do not allow me. Now let me change my gear. I have got few questions for which I would request you to answer within a with a word or two only. We have named this session as a rapid fire session. So please reply as fast as possible. And here is the first question for you. And that is, I am in Melbourne here. People are very much fond of coffee. But for you, Cornelia, if given a choice, if it is coffee, if it is tea, or it is smoothie, what you would like to have?
Smoothie. No question
Oh,
about
great.
that. I love smoothies.
I, I fully agree
Green
with you.
smoothies, actually.
Good. So next time when you come to Melbourne, we will definitely greet you with smoothie. Well,
I love that.
Cornelia, please give me name of one song that boosts your energy instantly. Can you
D-
recall?
Dancing Queen from ABBA.
And and will you like to sing it?
uh, Dancing
Okay.
Queen, it's just 17. So
Nice,
I
nice.
want to I want to keep your listeners listening, right? Not running away.
Right. Well, Cornelia, if you are given one superpower, then what power you would like to have?
Blue.
Oh, and great. And if given a choice, what one vegan dish you would like to have?
What? I didn't understand.
Vegan dish. Vegan. Are you a vegan or you are
Oh yeah, I'm
pure veg?
vegan. The
Pure
vegan
veg?
dish. I'm sorry. Yeah, there is one vegan dish I really love,
Mm.
but you probably don't know it because it's an Austrian traditional food, and normally it's not vegan, but I did develop my own recipe, and it is apricot dumplings.
Oh, great. And if given a choice, either you go for swimming or you go for yoga, which one you will prefer?
Oh, that's difficult, but I'm a Pisces and my zodiac sign. I'm definitely go for swimming.
Hmm, good, good. Now, can you please describe or give a one word to describe how you feel after a great day?
What
Can
comes
you recall one word?
to my mind is in peace.
Hmm. Good. And do you recall what's the last thing that made you laugh out loud?
Um, Actually, this session here, right? I really enjoyed it. I loved your questions, and yes, it makes my heart sing, and I enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, great. And Cornelia, if you could zap energy to one person in history, then who would it be?
If I
If
could
you want
what?
to zap someone with
If
your
I could do
energy,
one out of three, what?
there are people in your lives to whom you would
Ah,
like to give one person. Can you recall one person to whom you would like to pass on your energy?
in my life, think people around me they already have a lot of energy, and I would send lots and tons of energy to you and to your audience.
Good, 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 good. And do you recall one energy drainer that drains your energy so that you keep yourself away from that? What is that?
Oh yeah, there are a couple of them. I don't like cleaning bathrooms, even if I change my mind on this right now, and I don't like doing groceries.
Okay. Well, I have got still so many questions to ask you, but the time do not allow me. Okay. Anyway, please let me now wind up the session because it's already time for me. But well, before I wind up, I will definitely say that I am literally buzzing with the energy after this session. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible story and the wisdom. You have shown us how to break free from the hamster wheel and live with the lightness, joy, and heart. Listeners, if you are inspired to become your most magnetizing yourself, check out Cornelia's mastermind program and her book. Trust me, you will definitely want to dive in. Cornelia, any final words to spark our audience if you would like to pass on? Please tell.
Oh yes, there is something that's really very close to my heart, and this
Hmm.
is your energy. Your amazing energy is your most valuable currency, and you're trading it for every thought, every belief, everything you're doing. You're trading your powerful energy for. So choose wisely where you're using your energy, choose where your energy is flowing to, in which projects, set your priorities, and only pick those that are close to your heart and that are giving you energy in the long run. And your
Yes.
energy is really so powerful, and it is your business card. So start managing it.
Oh, lovely, lovely, beautiful. Well, before I end up, I have a very small request to you. We will certainly request you that as and when we need, we would love to have you again and again on our stage. Please do spare time for us. So nice of you for being with us. And on behalf of this platform, we pray Almighty God to give you all strength, wisdom, energy, power, money, time, and everything so that the wonderful work that you are carrying on, you should keep on carrying and make others more joyful that you are doing So nice of you. Thank you. Once again, a big namaste to you. See you soon. May God bless you. So nice
Thank
of
you so
you.
much, Dinesh, for
Thank you.
having
Thank you
me,
so much.
and lots
I
of
really,
energy to you and to
I
Melbourne
really
and
enjoyed.
to your amazing audience.